Frosty's Caribbean Holiday. Students, is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I have no idea. I just wish I was there. So if Frosty was there, I imagine things might be a little strange for him, but it sounds like all of his dreams would be coming true. So here is a symphonic band and Frosty's Caribbean Holiday. Just change gears a little bit. So our next selection is called Green Sleeves, and it's one of my favorite Christmas tunes. And it's really been a challenge for us. People think, oh, it's slow, and there's a lot of whole notes, but it's really an intricate, sort of study into. Really, I've got to know my part, and I've got to know how it fits in. So we're going to feature some players during this song. We have a couple of soloists, and I'm going to ask them to stand at the end. There's a portion that's soloist, and as well as sort of an 8th grade ensemble that you're here. But we hope this blesses you. This is Green Sleeves. Okay, I promised I was going to try to get that by 7:15. I know it's 7:16, but I would like to take a special moment to thank a couple people and also sort of make a special announcement. So first of all, like I said earlier, most of what we do cannot be done without the support of all of our parents, and we have incredible support for volunteers. So many of you that have contributed not only to our program, to me personally, enrolling me in the Jelly of the Month Club, or giving me a place to lay my head down or even shower. So I really appreciate so much what this community and what being a Blue Devil really means. And I truly believe that it is something like nowhere else. I don't live in this community, but this is family. And it's incredible what our kids are able to do, how we have an incredible 3A school, right? Academics, and as well as our athletics and of course the arts. And so that's really thanks to you guys and how you kind of put forth all that you do for your students. But in particular, we have some people that have been working with our band program, and I have really wanted to make sure I thanked them publicly. First of all, and they don't have to come to stage unless they don't want to, but Mr. Matt Levan is in the audience, and if he'll stand, this is our student teacher from the beginning of the fall. He actually just graduated last weekend. He left us and went over to elementary music to complete his internship. And so congratulations, Matt. And I want to tell him, you're going to clap, he's going to be great. He was really having to do, anybody that does education knows you have to do this really big project called NTPA. And I was like, if I hear that one more time, if you talk about NTPA one more time. But he really worked hard, and not only did he do well and pass, but he apparently got one of the highest score in the state. Yeah, I mean, amazing. So he just jumped right in. He gave so much of himself to us and our students, and it was really sad when he left. I was like, what do I do? Because I really couldn't go to the bathroom. So I was just really want to make sure I publicly thanked you, and I've got a little something for you and your wife for y'all to go enjoy a nice dinner out at some point. And I'm just grateful to you. Good luck in the future, and I know you're going to do amazing things. And it'd be great if we had an extra band director here at the middle school. The next group of people I would like to thank, I know they're here. Oh yes, thank you, Mr. Wilson. She's going to bring it to you because I don't know what's going to happen afterward if I'll forget. The next people I'd like to thank is Dr. and Mrs. Jacobs. And I know that they're here, I think right here in the front. So I just want to tell you a little bit about them if you don't know. But Dr. Jacobs is formerly our longtime band director in Jefferson County, but the supervisor of bands. And Ms. Jacobs also middle school and high school band director for many, many years in Jefferson County. So they're retired. And as it turns out, when people are retired, they actually still don't stop working. That's not very good news for me, but as true teachers, they come every week, and we do actually support them financially, but it's really not enough money, let's face that. But what I do enjoy is the time that I have with them, and I pick their brains, and I ask their opinion, and their opinions are correct. And I just want to say thank you so much for your mentorship and your guidance and your encouragement. And sometimes people in your life got to tell you like it is, and they do it with directness and out of love. And I know they pray for me, and I know that they have been a wonderful part of my life. And I'm glad to have you back after COVID. So I also got you guys a little bit of a thank you. And if Dr. Jacobs wants these for his desk, that's fine. But I want to just make sure I said thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys. Will you stand and let's recognize you? So I want to make a quick announcement. This is going to be a little, I didn't script it. So I recently found out we have been applying for a national award. So this is through an organization called National Music for All, which is an organization that supports music in all facets, through marching band, concert band, and many others. And I really was interested in finding a way to get the recognition for our students and our program beyond just Warrior Morris, Kimberly, and Trafford. And so we travel outside the state for trips, and we, have started to be, our high school is TikTok famous, if you don't know that. But this is really something that, again, I've said all through the evening, is a community support. And so we applied for this category. It's called Advocacy in Action, and the category has to do with student engagement, enrollment, retention. And so even with COVID, which a lot of people, a lot of organizations, we actually increased. And so we actually had a wonderful influx of students, and a lot of that's thanks again to our scheduling, to our support system that we have, our amazing high school directors. And I'm thankful for that because I love having students to teach. And even though I'm stressed and I'm really busy and there's not a lot of extra time in the day, I really love being busy, and I love having these students. So we actually have the largest student group on campus, and we have like 30% of students that enroll at North Jefferson are part of our band program. So I'm thankful, and I just want to again say thank you to you all, and congratulations to us for being nationally recognized as a music program that is thriving and one that is growing. And that's pretty much it. So our last selection, yes. Is Miss McCombs here? Did she leave? Did she ditch me? Miss McCombs, Miss McCombs. There she is. This is Miss McCombs. If you don't know her, she's a librarian at Warrior Elementary School, and you've been there for how long? 22 years, so surely you know who she is. She has a daughter on stage, Shelby, that's playing the flute, and I've asked her to come join us to help us with this. This is the reading of the Night Before Christmas poem, and it is just our big giant Christmas card and hug to you. And we hope, as you exit this evening after this selection, that you'll have a wonderful Christmas, a happy new year, that you guys will get some rest and relaxation, and we'll see you back January something. I don't know what it is. It's like a Friday. Whatever. All right.
We need to recognize Ms. Walsh. I don't know if any of y'all know about that. National boards takes a lot of time. There was a lot of videoing, I haven't done it because I don't want to, but I am so proud of her. It's an honor to have someone that's went through all of that with national boards, and she got that, so we need to congratulate her for that. Was the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. Such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
All right, see you guys in January. Have a great, great evening. And I told the kids,